of the day, we get the Haymo facing Jail Wins. I think his in-game name is Ratsoup or something like this, if I'm correct. So I wouldn't bet money on it, but so they've done the picks and bans already as well.
Yeah, talk us through it. I will paste it in the lobby and then get the players in, and then you guys can talk.
Yeah, and the first pick actually is Molten Falls. It's Jailwinds or Ratsoup's choice, where he goes up against Haymo's Visor and he himself will be sporting the Strogan Pika. Then for the second, we'll have Deep Embrace, Ranger against Solag. Ratsoup is on the Ranger there. And on Awoken, which is following after that, Haymo sporting the Galena, Ratsoup's sporting the Eisen. If we go to a map 4, we'll meet Corrupted Keep. It's Anarchy on Ratsoup against Keel. This one's gonna be very, very interesting. Anarchy is not like he can work. I've seen him in higher level tournaments as well, win this map, but it's a very, very rare pick. And then on Ruins, we finally get to see the clutch against the Nyx. So this needs to happen. Like map number 5 is a must. I really want to see that.
These are really great picks. I think all around, it's quite even all the way through. I don't think there's any player that has a crazy advantage. Maybe on CK, maybe Keel can be really hard to deal with, I think, as an Anarchy. Or it depends on how well Ratsoup can kind of run around the Keel. But yeah, this last map should be pretty interesting. I like Clutch versus Nyx is always such a, how do I say, Nyx has to work so hard to kind of keep the Clutch low, and Clutch is running around the map. So I hope we do get to see map 5.
Yeah, I don't know if bad news, because well, it's great news for Yamo, because this was played via a double elimination bracket. So Yamo gets of Haymo, Haymo, yeah, gets the first map advantage because he is coming from the upper bracket. So yeah, congrats to him. Boo for us.
Or maybe we'll just play the series in reverse as a last minute twist.
Can Kuat just confirm that we are allowed to do this?
That would be funny, actually, to just you do all the champion picks and then actually you play your opponent's champion. That would be interesting, actually, right? You just try to pick the worst champion for your opponent.
I wonder what that would lead to, like something. That would be funny.
Okay, so South checked. I think this is the right map. Molten Falls. Visor versus Strock. There we go. We're ready to rumble.
I love it. Okay, so take this one away. I'm gonna watch the first one from the spectators.
Thank you.
Yeah. You know, it's been really cool to see, because lately I think Visor hasn't been getting much light, but now that people have been be a bit more experimental with the picks, and I think it's actually very good. I mean, we see when Razy plays it, he is extremely good at the movement, but also just the timing of the ability and getting the most value out of it. And against the Strog, you'd think the Pika, what does the Visor do against the Pika? But if you just play the positions well and don't give the Strog the opportunity to get so much value from it, yeah, Visor just has so much information, can play around positions super well. So I really hope, this should be a really good series, and this first map is going to be exciting.
Yeah, who do you want to start off?
I reckon we'll start off from let's start off from Haymo's POV. I want to see how he uses the ability at the start.
Okay, take us away.
3, 2,
all right.
1, fight.
So Haymo with the heavy spawn, gonna use the ability straight away and get the rail. Gonna instantly apply pressure. Unfortunately, missing. But not the biggest deal, actually. Just, to be honest, it was just kind of the info. And more importantly, he's going to be able to actually deny these time shards, which is going to be actually more of an impact than it seems. But Ratsoup trying to trap with the rockets here. Not going to be able to get anything.
Yeah, also if you hang out at that corner, you have them all, and you have your ability back up in an instant.
This is nice by Haymo here. He knows Ratsoup doesn't have the rail yet, but I like what Ratsoup did there. You know, not many players do this, but the HMG on that bottom side of the map, Haymo missed his rails. Ratsoup just kept firing and pushed him away. It was like enough to do what he needed to do.
Yeah, and he doesn't have extra timing of the heavy, but yeah, he uses the Picar to scare away Haymo and walks away with the heavy. Also has the speed to do something about this mega help, but wow! Haymo has some punishments from himself onto Ratsoup. Still, Ratsoup gets the item. Yeah, and actually has the better stack right now. Haymo even being raidable. Ratsoup, the first track on the board.
Oh, it's not looking good for Haymo. Not connecting with the LG that he needs to, and Ratsoup gonna get the heavy. Gonna just make his way to the mega. You know, oh, he's jumping on it. He actually managed to steal it somehow, and he's gonna clean up a frag for Ratsoup. Nice play by Haymo there. That was a big, really courageous play.
Yeah, all in on red, and he gets it.
Let's see here, and we're gonna get the heavy, and Ratsoup applying pressure with the rockets. Hits a rail, and that's all you need to do. You know, Ratsoup just provides so much value there by hitting that rail. Keeps Haymo low enough, and Ratsoup getting the mega. That rail looked like it went through, but I'll just pretend like I didn't see that.
Yeah, if you slow it down, it will be under his armpit or something.
Yeah. One of those ones.
But yeah, Haymo worse for wear. And not able to retreat before getting that rail in his body, and dies. Ratsoup with 2 on the board. But yeah, not 100% in control it seems. But oh, he gets a clean mega health. And Haymo, yeah, not hitting the rail.
Okay, finally connects with one. Connects with 2 now. And Ratsoup going to be railable for this next heavy. You know, before those 2 rails, Haymo was 2 and 10. You know, he was only 20% rail, and as the visor on Molten, you need to be hitting them, and I think that's why we're seeing such a hard time for Haymo right now, but Ratsoup pushing in with LG, and going to be a battle over this mega. Again, he's managed to steal it.
Oh.
He's getting super unlucky over that mega right now.
Yeah. Will he do it the 3rd time? Because then we have to call the cops.
And again, Haymo gonna get the heavy now. And this is a problem for Ratsoup. There's no items on his side of the map. Haymo has everything to his back right now. If he gets this mega, he's gonna be in a really good spot for the next series. But Ratsoup going for it now. Now he steals it. And should be fighting over this heavy now. Ratsoup just getting a bit of information with the Pika.
Did Haymo warm up? He's having troubles hitting the Pika. Get some rockets out in the end, but the LG and rocket combo as a return from Ratsoup nets him the 3rd frag on the board. And also does some opening damage. Like, yeah, Haymo was still smelling blood, but that momentum got stopped.
Yeah, and let's have a look. I'll switch over to Ratsoup's POV, and nice defensive rocket. Gonna keep Haymo at bay. Uses the peeker to try to get some damage off, but unfortunately not gonna be able to get anything there. And
5 minutes.
Haymo has a bit of time now to get into this mega.
Yeah, and he also did enough to Ratsoup that he needs to be a little bit defensive. But the portal play makes him get the mega health mid-fight. That was the lifeline he needed. Still need some armor to fight another day.
I'd like to see Ratsoup pressure this heavy, and he will do now, but... Ooh, hits the first rail. Nice, untraded, which is perfect. Exactly what he needed.
I don't know, on my end, Ratsoup is breathing like he's really hurt, but he has 100 health, now 175. It's not screeching anymore.
Yeah. Okay, Ratsoup has the items, he has the advantage, he needs to push now, but Haymo are going to push in actually with this ability. Or Ratsoup with the ability manages to connect. Haymo is super low, and this is what's really important. He did damage, I believe, before he picked up the heavy, so Haymo going to manage to actually keep most of his stack and going to be, again, healthy for this next heavy, so they're going to fight for it again.
Yeah, and Haymo was really being defensive for the last 2-3 minutes. Didn't lose out on the heavy that many times, but now he's losing out on both. But does the punishment actually? Look at this. He just walks away with a frag and the Mega Health just spawns. So he's rather healthy for any fight right now. He broke the control Ratsoup was working with.
And again, Ratsoup raining down rockets, not managing to connect except for that last one.
Stopwatch.
And again, Haymo should be... I think he's waiting for his ability there. I'll switch over to his POV. Well, with Ratsoup now stealing the Mega. The game has been decided so many over these Mega fights so far. Picked up again by Ratsoup, nice little steal. And Haymo needs to get out of there. He does not have enough stack for this.
Only has the rail and he misses a shot like so many. Oh, the follow-up is there and he actually does not take any rocket damage. Oh, now he's hitting the clutch shots. Is he even able to fend off Ratsoup? Yeah, keeps hitting his rails. While Ratsoup did not a lot in return. But yeah, he can take the upper position and Haymo actually goes for the LG. Yeah, in the last few instances, Ratsoup, even if he had the higher position, he did not do a lot. So this time he just retreats and wants to walk away with the lead he has. Oh, the Mega Health actually left up.
This could potentially be a mistake now if Ratsoup realizes that he was a little bit too quick, but Haymo going to push in with a rocket jump. Not going to pay off. Ratsoup going to hold it off. And again, see, moments like that are so pivotal. Just then, Ratsoup kind of backed off from the heavy, but he kind of didn't need to. I mean, I understand what he was trying to do there. He wanted to play it safe, but sometimes playing it safe, you give your opponent too much advantage for free. But hang on, Haymo pushing with LG now with ability. Really cleaning up Ratsoup here. I mean, only 50 seconds left. Ratsoup does have the frag advantage, but...
Oh, he's gonna get the cutout. Oh, the rocket not really doing that much on the first go, but LG follow-up is enough to tie it up. So we have our game on our hands with only 30 seconds left before the timer runs out. And yeah, Haymo, he can...
Oh. Hits that rail and it's going to send him away again. So far, it's been a bit hard. Ratsoup is, I think, been a little bit too defensive on challenging these items, and it's kind of given Haymo the space that he's just picked up items for free. That's the last thing you want, but look at this by Haymo. Not going for the heavy, actually. Just kind of baiting the item.
Sudden death.
Could actually work against him, but managed to get it, so didn't have to risk anything. Now Haymo's going to have his ability again. Needs to push.
Impressive.
Available.
You
cleans it up. Nice work by him and takes map 1.
Nice. Yeah, the end was very clean.
So both players not hitting the craziest rail percentage, but the thing is here, even though the percentage is not high, Haymo hits, well, more than double of what Ratsoup did, and yeah, I want to see Ratsoup be more. He needs to challenge his items more. I can't, and I'm stressing it quite a lot. But if he had done that, he would have made it. Haymo wouldn't have been able to just like walk through the last 2 minutes in that game and just get away with everything basically there.
Yeah, it felt like Ratsoup was just trying to not give Haymo an opportunity to fight him at all, and at that cost he gave up basically everything. Like the entire map was just there for Haymo's enjoyment, basically. But yeah, here we are. Map number 1 is done.
Yeah, we move on to Deep Embrace, where Ratsoup is playing Ranger and Haymo is playing Sorlak.
Yeah, I gotta say, like in the chat there, it has been saying that Ratsoup is actually quite, like, Deep Embrace is some sort of his map, basically. So, given that Molten was rather close, we could see Ratsoup edging out the victory on Deep Embrace then. But, yeah, Sorlak, I mean, you need to do the jump from the bridge to heavy a little bit differently with Sorlak and Anarchy. But if he has that down, I think the mobility of Sorlak is a very, very nice asset on Deep Embrace.
True.
Well, boys, I'll sit this one out. So enjoy, and I'll be back right after.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, given the fact that Haymo won this in overtime, and the chat seems to favor Ratsoup by quite a bit, a big margin actually.
Yeah, we saw a Ranger in the previous series as a expert counter to a Sorlak.
Yeah, it was on Corrupted Keep.
True.
And it went pretty
Favorable.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah, someone is just cashing in. Okay, so
Prepare to
I
fight.
think they're only, given that there are only 4 vials, I think we won't see a huge ability spammage, but
2.
we will see a very, very interesting game nonetheless. And starting on Haymo again, making all. I don't really know if this is the best play for Haymo, but Ratsoup is taking so much damage that it might be not even enough picking up that item. The lower light is still there, and all of a sudden, what looked fucking great for Haymo, well, it still looks okay because he's doing all the damage. He just kept on holding the W key. And it worked because Ratsoup was just like juggling between doing defensive damage but also going on the item.
Yeah,
I think this is.
Whoa,
Oh
bye! He sends him out of the map. Yeah, I think maybe there could have been a Hail Mary with the Orb and Rocket combination. But yeah, he just... I think he chose to die and just save the ability. And yeah, he got a return frag. The cleanest one you could get. Just send your enemy out of the map.
I like the use of the split there. Haymo is taking so much damage himself that he is actually gonna die, and the Ranger passive means that he can still rocket jump bait.
Calculated. Nothing going on.
Nice play from Ratsoup, to be honest, and I really love the fact that he rocket jumped as well, not risking to fuck up the jump on the little pole on the left. That was a very nice play from him. Yeah, basically he's being a bit more aggressive on the item, but this time Haymo's lightning gun is punishing him for that. Oh, if Ratsoup would have hit that rail, it would have been done and dusted for Haymo to contest that heavy.
Wow,
But now
he peeks,
an underturned
peeks
rail.
again.
He gets away with that? This is like getting away with murder. He basically should have been dead going up that that ledge there, but he still made it because Ratsoup couldn't be fast another round and then didn't land the shot as well.
And he also gets the mega health. Like he just stolen 2 items
5 HP.
while the car alarm was waking everybody up, and he's still nothing. No one
Wow,
does something
nice
about
rail.
it. Oh, nice rail. And the heavy to boot.
Yeah, Haymo's just continuing where he left off at Molten Falls, like hitting the rails when he needs to. Using his stack advantage to aggress and maneuver the map and like find his opponent. Oh, he just barely clipped that edge there as well. And now he's gonna go to heavy, but he will meet a rocket jumping Ratsoup, but he kind of butchered his movement, it looked like. Orbs up still. And what was that? Oh, he went to pick up the item, but he didn't, and Ratsoup went around the corner and pierced him in the back with another rail. Oh, a Mexican standoff for the mega health. But there is no tacos to be found, to be honest.
Wow.
Because Haymo just, gets another frag. Beautiful position. And I like the fact that he went through to the murder hole first to be not railable himself. Huge play. Very nice.
Yeah, also has so much stack to fend off Ratsoup, who doesn't have his orb. It just appears, so he can do nothing about this pickup. Ooh, we even get some shopping for damage. Before the pickup, oh, and now he just walks into his face, just spits all over him. Wow. Nice rail. The mega health gets picked up, but he also picks up a rail at the same time.
Direct as well. Haymo made the I give away the items to land damage play perfectly working there. And another rail. Currently, the rail percentage reflects how effective it is for Haymo as well, I think. Sitting on 50%. Dealt a lot of damage with it. And I mean, this is really the tool where he's controlling Ratsoup's stack and also like dictating the way Ratsoup can move and cannot move, because now after getting hit by another rail, Ratsoup needs to get out of that. So there will be a clean pickup for Haymo, and Haymo uses the speed of the Solek perfectly to catch his opponent off guard. Will get another rail off, but it doesn't hit. He can't really rocket jump at this point. So, oh, nice frag. But Ratsoup, he's not aware that the heavy is up.
5-minute
Oh,
warning.
and
He
he's
didn't even look at it.
true. And like he's playing against the heavy, who just collected the best item you can get. Such a huge lifeline when you have such a big hitbox.
Oh, but the rocket to rail is just the rocket. Even though it was 100, he still dies. Haymo picks up that rail, and now he can actually, fend off his opponent to restack a little bit. Nice rail hit, so he can actually, he just earned him the heavy. I mean, not that Ratsoup knew when it was, but it could have been rather risky to pick it up without hitting this rail.
And Ratsoup not getting that combo kill. Like he bopped Haymo up in the air, but with the air control you could just steer away. And he misses that rail shot that he needed to get the kill. While Haymo released the killing blow with the rocket.
Oh, and rail after rail is raining down on poor Ratsoup. Oh, this one can't find its mark. It would have been rather a bonus than anything more. Oh, and I wonder why the aggressive orb from Ratsoup was coming in there, to be honest. I mean,
Yeah, well, it would have been great if he got... He could have stolen an item, but it didn't get him anything. Only death. Like, now he has an in to the next frag, but the spit connects, so he needs to collect the health bubble. And there are some poverty items before the heavy pickup.
look at that. Haymo doesn't even bother to fire a rocket. He just goes, okay, you're not gonna beat me to that item. See you later. And then he's so fast that he appears at the Mega as well to land in a rail immediately afterwards. I like the fact that he waits that he first peaks before picking up the light, so he increases the value out of that as well. And now Ratsoup really needs to force fights. Like 6 frags, 3 minutes. You can get fast frags on Deep Embrace. I like the spawn force at the shotgun alcove is almost a death sentence at any point. But Ratsoup can't really waste too much opportunities anymore at this point in time.
And like a big part of his play is just baiting the items, because even if he was in control, he still just waited around the corner and left it up, waiting for his opponent to enter the area, get the frag, and then the item. And now he's doing the same, but he already has such a great lead.
Oh, and he avoids that rail by ducking down and watching on the ground. Ratsoup himself is weak, but he can't stop fighting. Lands an all-important rail, but just funnels Haymo into the mega health. Nice use of the spit. This will stop any push from coming out of Ratsoup. And Ratsoup finally picks up the heavy.
Yeah,
he still has no time, and Haymo is being so hard to get. This is such a tough job to do for Ratsoup at the moment.
So let's give him some screen time. Yeah, he has to chase such a speedy champion. And oh, he gets it.
There we go. That's frag number 1.
Yeah, but all the damage Haymo did before he died, it was actually pretty great. So yeah, he does get the heavy, but yeah, Haymo with the LG gets a lot of that undone. And even gets the follow-up frag
1 minute warning.
with enough left in the stack department.
Zooming around the map with a gauntlet indicates that Haymo is rather confident that there's no more time left on the clock for Ratsoup to take this map out of Solek claws. And I think we all know that as well, that at this point in time, we can congratulate Haymo for winning Division number 2 of the...
Yeah, and it was really comfortable with the CPMA champ.
Yeah, he looked like it looked like he felt very at home at Deep Embrace, and as well as yeah, the aim just started clicking more, or clicked from the start rather, because it clicked on Molten as well, right? I mean, it was not that he never had any shots.
So yeah, the first match was a little bit shaky from both players, but that might have been the nerfs.
You win.
So GG's.
Yeah, congratulations to Haymo and to Ratsoup as well for coming second, of course. But GG's, very well played from Haymo. And after the first map looked so close, I thought we was gonna see a closer map number 2 as well, especially because the chat was teasing that Ratsoup is very, very good on Deep Embrace, but it was not about to happen. Haymo was just felt like way too confident after winning map number 1 that there was going to be any other outcome.
True. So yeah, clean victory from Haymo, taking yeah, the prize home for Division 2.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he can drag himself into the caster's booth, so we can pick his brain. And yeah, he also was voted the biggest brain, tied with Ratsoup.
Welcome, Haymo.
Hi.
Welcome, Haymo. So, how are you feeling? I mean, this was rather the quickest series we've had today.
Oh, mate. I gotta say, I was a bit nervous before this one. I played Ratsoup earlier today and I beat him, but it wasn't very convincing. And yeah, he really pushes me to the limit. And like 5 minutes into that Molten, I was missing like all these sitter rails. I was just missing sitter rail after sitter rail after sitter rail, and I was thinking like, oh man, if I'm not connecting these rails, I'm not gonna win this game. And yeah, I really didn't think I was gonna pull through, to be honest. But yeah, that's just how it goes, I guess. I guess I worked it out and made the most of it. I got it lucky a couple of times when I was at the heavy on Molten, and I was kind of under the jump pad, and he didn't connect his rockets, and that kind of gave me a big advantage. But yeah.
Or how'd you feel like there was a couple times there was Molten, basically both you guys were just diving on it, and either one of you would get it. I mean, like there was 2 times where you stole it, where you're both on it, and then he got it 2 times there, but
On the mega, yeah, the
yeah,
mega
yeah.
was I kept pushing in with LG on the mega because I felt like he didn't quite have the right position. He'd be falling, so I could grab him midair and like push him away and steal it off him because I had time. But I don't know. I felt like they were pretty risky plays. I just felt like I needed to do something because like my rails weren't connecting. So I was like, do something now. And yeah, I'm just glad it worked out. I feel like, you know, the final game might not have been the most exciting of the evening, but I'm happy about it. So yay.
Yeah, I can imagine after winning your division that you would be quite happy. To be honest, it felt like at the end of Molten already you were finding your stride back with the weapons and also with rotations and stuff, that you felt more confident in using the rail. And it just looked like it transitioned over to Deep Embrace as well, which looked a lot like more controlled from your point of view than Molten was.
Yeah, definitely in like the final 2 or 3 minutes of Molten, I think I started connecting my rails, and yeah, I kind of felt like it was my map to lose from there. And yeah, I also started to make some pretty good reads on him near the end of Molten, where I just left up a major item, went the complete opposite way, and ran into him. Because you know that map's kind of hard to trap people sometimes. So yeah, I kind of felt like I finally had my thumb on him. And then Deep Embrace, he's really good on Deep Embrace, so definitely no slouch. But I just felt like, you know, he let me have my saw lag on Deep Embrace, and I've been playing that all season on Deep Embrace. And he banned it earlier, so I knew, like in the match that we had earlier today, so I knew that he didn't want me to be playing it. So as soon as I could pick it, I was like, yep, all right, I think this is my map to lose from here. So yeah, I felt confident.
Yeah,
That's pretty interesting to know, because the chat was kind of confident in Ratsoup's Deep Embrace.
Sure.
Well, I mean, look at the highlight video. You know, he got like 7 frags on Spud in 30 seconds or something. So
Yeah.
Okay, I can see where that's coming from.
Yeah, you really looked confident on Deep Embrace with your Sorlak. Just you didn't give an inch. Oh, are there any questions?
Yeah, like, is there any apart from like getting to the closing questions, of course? I wanted to ask you if you like, how did you feel that because you faced him in the regular season, of course, as well? How did that influence how you played against him?
I definitely got the better end of the stick, because we came up like in the first round or second round against each other, and he had been like moving house and wasn't comfortable yet and hadn't been playing at all. So I got to play against him like straight off the bat when he wasn't really comfortable yet, and I won that one pretty convincingly. But he definitely improved very quickly over the season, and maybe I don't know how he feels. I don't know. I can't tell you how he feels, but maybe he thought, you know, I was the better player or whatever because of that. So I don't know.
And I forget, did you ever have previous like experience with like CPM, and or were you like one of those chads that played PQL Clan Arena on Quake Live or something? Because I didn't catch too much actually on the last map, but I did see one moment where I was like, oh, that movement was actually really crisp. And I was thinking if you had any experience with Well, I guess you do play a lot of Solag, but even previously, before Quake Champs, did you play a lot of PQL and stuff like this, or?
I played a lot of Warsaw actually,
Uh,
and that is like a hybrid movement, kind of like Sorlag. And yeah, that game taught me how to like kind of strafe jump and incorporate CPM at the same time, like Sorlag does.
mm-hmm.
And yeah, I don't like PQL though. I think that the movement in PQL sucks. So sorry to all the PQL viewers.
Yeah, they should need to get rid of that server anyway. I don't even know who playing it all the time, but yeah,
Hey, that's kept the game alive.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
true, true.
Um, you got any
Well,
other questions? I got some things
yes,
I want to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah,
My
I was
last.
gonna say if you want to thank anyone or like give a shout out or whatever.
Yeah, I want to say first of all, thanks to Ratsoup. You know, I think he played really well and he's a really good competitor and he shows a lot of sportsmanship. And he's also been really positive influence for the whole league. He has like a whole group of people that seem to really love watching his games and they support him. Um, and yeah, I mean, there has to be a winner and a loser and every day, but if he won today, I would be happy for him. So yeah, shout out to Ratsoup. And yeah, shout out to everyone that played in the league this season. Guys, you know, I'm the organizer of the league. We got the team together, Koachi, Shruls, Mike, everyone. They all put in heaps of effort. But this league was the biggest Quake league maybe ever in Australia. Yeah, I don't know if any Quake league that have more than 70 players that maintain that for a whole season and then got to the finals and everyone's still interested and we got 100 viewers. So shout out to everyone that played this season, and I think it's really great to see that AFPS still has legs, and we might be able to make a comeback.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that was definitely an awesome experience as well as like for us having the opportunity to get the featured matches on Sunday. That was very cool to have it set up this way it was, and I really want to thank you myself for actually managing to pull that off, like organizing it and maintaining the players as well. I mean, of course, maintaining the players is probably not one person's job, but everyone's kinda. But it was just so cool to see that, and I really like that the community is doing more stuff like this. I think that's a very giving much value to the Quake community as a whole.
Yeah, I think if there's one thing I want to say, it's that if we're going to run another season, I'm not sure if we will. If we're going to run another season, we need to see more players in it than this season. And that really, there's no way to get players to come and play Quake Champions better than for people to go and get their mates and say, hey, do you enjoy watching me play this game? And like, let me teach you how to duel and see if you enjoy it.
Yeah.
So we want to see more players in the league, and that'll motivate us to put on a really good league. I don't know if anyone knows, but I actually run leagues for my living in Australia for sports.
Mhm.
And so when the lockdown happened that week, I decided, okay, I'm just going to continue doing my work except make it for Quake, which I love, and serve the community. So I decided that I'd try to help out the community and put something great on for them. But I got to say, like, it's a lot of work putting on these leagues, and if things go back to normal in a couple of weeks' time, which it looks like it might do, I might not have time to invest into doing all this. So we really need the community behind us. We need community to help us. We need admins and we need helping hands. And we just need the motivation and positivity like we've got in this season to help motivate us to put it on again next season. And that goes for all the admins as well. They all put in so much effort. Like Mike built a bloody website and all this overlay, and Kawaichi put up so much money, and he's constantly been calling shots, and Shruls has like got a million spreadsheets, and he's been on top of everything.
Yeah.
And you guys have been giving up your Sunday mornings every week, I think it is, and you've been also preparing every week as well. So it's an operation, and yeah, I'm just grateful. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, and it also goes from us. Like we started this channel to bring the community together, to not spread the viewers over gazillions channels that do a tournament, but just bring everyone together. And it's so cool that it's like a global thing now. Like yeah, the Australian Cup, the German Cup, like, and we get so much positive feedback from everyone, and I also feel the same about the hours we put in. Like the reaction we get, that keeps us going. But yeah, it takes a lot of time. But yeah, if there's gonna be a next one, we will certainly like to join again. So yeah, thank you all for all the efforts. And it's not over, right? We still, in 2 weeks, we have the Division 1 finals.
That's it, everyone. I'll explain this now. So tomorrow, the Division 1 finals begin, and they have a 16-player double elimination bracket. The top 4 from the Division 2 finals go into the Division 1 finals as well. And the finals will be played over 2 weeks, and the top 6 from the double elimination will be played on stream with Rob and Lyko and whoever else. I think Zanaku might be able to make it. Yeah, and so the top 6 will be played then. That'll be the finals, and that'll be the best that ASPAC has to offer, I guess. Division 1.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Also nice that the Division 2 players get a chance. Okay, well.
Yeah, we want to. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I just want to wrap up, but if you still want to say something, now is the time.
I was just going to say, look out for the Division 1 streams. They'll be streaming the games, and I'm sure a lot of them will be covering each other's games as well during the week. So if you want to keep on top of the Division 1 finals, please do.
Yeah, just use the Twitch directory of Great Champions, and there's a lot of action going on.